What's going on, y'all? Another week, another geek. We're back at it again with another episode of the Wild Geek Show with your homies AJ and Chrissy Light. This is episode 145, and we're getting close to that 150, bruh. We're getting close to that 150, but I'm super excited to get into today's episode. How you feeling today, Brody?
Oh, I'm doing good, Got a holiday week coming up,
Yes, sir.
right there in the middle. So hopefully get to see some fireworks. And shockingly, I was trying to figure out what movie I was gonna watch this week, and I'm gonna go with Hamilton. Because I haven't seen that musical in a long time, and I'm like, you know what? Fourth weekend, let's take it back. So I'm doing good. G, how you doing?
I'm chilling, bruh. You know, I don't know what was going early. Had a little headache, but I'm chilling now though.
Oh no.
I think it was the heat, bro. I was outside walking.
Nice.
Walking around. But yeah, I'm chilling now. Super excited to get into today's episode. Today we're gonna be talking Demon Slayer with the finale of season 3 just popping off. First things first, bro.
4?
Season 4? Is this season 4? I get confused, bro. Because of the movies.
Yeah, I think it should be 4.
It's 4? Okay. Because we
got
got
the entertainment
the
district
first
was
one.
definitely 2.
Yeah, we got the first one.
We don't
Then
count
we
the
got-
train, right? Yeah, we don't count the train.
That's what I'm saying. The train, it was a thing, though.
It's like a thing.
It's a thing. Like, somebody
But definitely
died.
entertainment
bro.
district is
Yeah.
at least number 2, and then it goes to the last one, the village.
Oh, yeah.
the Swordsmith
Swordsmith
Village, so-
Village, yeah. Okay.
At the
so
most, it has to be 4.
Season 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm rocking with that. All right. So, season 4. Right? And I just wanted to just go ahead and say this just because they already announced it. We're gonna be getting 3 movies after this to end off the series, bro. To end off the anime. And I, for one, love this trend, bro. I just saw Haikyuu like a month ago or something like that. And after watching that whole anime and getting to see it in theaters, I was like, this is it. Plus, it's always new. And that's one thing I don't like about Demon Slayer movies is that they be rehashing old stuff. So as long as it's new info, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So that was just one of the things I wanted to get off the chest. But do you want to start with the finale, or do you want to talk about like the whole show so far? You know what I'm saying? Where do you want to take this, man?
So much good stuff.
Yeah.
we could just start off with the finale.
Okay. Boom. That's what I want to start. Boom.
Bam.
I was not expecting the master to blow himself up, bro. Like, initially, I was like, how did Musen do that? You know, he didn't do no blood
I was like,
or nothing like that.
No finger move or nothing.
No
just
twitch.
Automatic destruction. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and like, who triggered it? You know, like there's so many questions that come with that. But you know, before this episode, we see that Musen finally arrives to take the life of the master, and that whole opening sequence was just like, yo, this dude is saucy, bro. Like he might like be evil, bro, but he was walking smooth, and I couldn't tell what like.
Do not leave your girl around him at all.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Yo.
he had plus 1500 aura, bro. Like, that's how he was moving. And I don't know if it was the smoke, or if that was mist or fog or whatever, or if it was just like some of the protections that, you know, they used to ward off demons, but he might have been just too powerful. But that jump was like mesmerizing, bro. I was like, yo, what is this? Like, what's going on? So, that was my first initial reaction to seeing Musen really pull up. Like, just getting that to know that he was there, I was like, oh, it's finna go down, you know. But how were you feeling at that moment, bro?
Yeah, same thing. I was just wondering, was there like some demon aura that prevents demons from entering the area, and he's just that strong that he was just powering through it smoothly?
Yeah.
But no, it's just so cool introducing like the big bad
Mm-hmm.
and it just you feel how dangerous this man is by him not doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then to see them like clash for a little bit, just talking, knowing how long we've been going back and at it.
Yeah.
It's just a classic way of doing it, and it's just done so well.
Yeah, because we have not seen him in the flesh since like the first season
He's been
when
hidden.
Tanjiro saw him for the first time or smelled him for the first time. So like to see him out in the world, I was like, bro, oh, this is different. Like I knew how he found him, but I'm like, yo, like why now? Like if you could have always done this, like why is like now the moment? But he feeling that pressure, bro. He's feeling that pressure of all his upper rank demons getting bodied, bro, by the Hashira. So
Yeah, probably.
I think like one of the coolest things that we got confirmed in this episode was that somewhere down the line, and we got a number this time, throughout 1,000 years, Musin and the Master is related at some point, and they each have their theories or whatever of what I guess that quote unquote relationship looks like, and how does it affect them and things like that. How did you feel about that whole interaction? Just because it was like, I really felt like the Master was in his bag, but at the same time, like Musin was like saying he wasn't phased, but he was also just like repeating the same thing. I'm like, bro, I don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? How did you feel about that?
It's a solid answer. I just felt like it made sense for Musin to not feel any type of attachment to family, technically relatives that are 1,000 years in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't care at that point. And it was kind of cool to see that we did get the confirmed they are part of the same family tree, even the whole family lineage. Somehow Musin was born. Uh, a demon emerged from their bloodline, and their family was kind of cursed for uh, pretty much,
Generations.
yeah, generations, or kids don't live long enough to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, with them swearing to defeat these demons, we don't know what god they was praying to or whatever. It don't stop them from dying young.
Yeah.
The master is what revealed to be 30.
Yep.
That's wild, because
Yeah.
I would never have guessed that the whole time.
How old did you think he was?
I thought it was a smooth like 50.
Dang, nah, no way, bro.
Yeah, because like those marks and stuff, I was just like, all right,
Yeah.
he's definitely old. But
I
30,
was I was thinking like early 40s, bro.
early 40s. All right,
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
That's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking 50s though. Like
Yeah,
just
I was
like he
definitely
had two
thinking around there.
kids. That was another thing too. He had two kids, so it was
True,
like I was like, yeah, he got some years on him, but it couldn't be much, you know.
true. That makes more
So
sense. But overall, I accept it. I think it's fine. I
mhm.
felt like they had to be somehow related, and it
Yeah.
just kind of makes the war between Demon and Demon Slayer core, a little stronger. Now
Hmm.
it's actual bloodlines, and I think they made some comment about the blood's not even thick. Like
Yeah.
like you 1,000 years, you don't know nobody
My
I
junior.
know. Yeah, like I don't
Yeah.
even care. I'm just here to end this, and we good.
Yeah. I think that also speaks to like uh their, I guess, like different philosophies or whatever that they got into, which was like, or their goals essentially. Um, Whereas like he guessed Muse's goal was essentially to live like eternally. Um, and his was like his family's was to defeat Muse.
Mhm.
And it made sense to like once he said like, yeah, we never really lasted long, like we never really like got to grow up. I was like, oh, that makes more sense now that you know y'all are just hiring child soldiers, bro. Like that makes more perfect sense because what sane adult is going to follow like just a random kid that has this random goal that I'm not even sure even exists. You know, so I've heard stories, but it's just like once they once they really put all the pieces together, it really started to, you know, really make sense. And then you add the whole um human element to it, where it's like the will of humans, you know, like he knew, the master knew, like once he died, you know, like this would fuel the rest of Hashira and Tanjiro and Zenitsu and everybody else to, you know, continue to fight as long as they can. Versus like if Musen died, that's it apparently for demons. And I was like, oh, that just made the stakes like that much more higher, because he, like, granted it's gonna take a lot for them to body him, but it's just like, okay, there's a light at the end of the tunnel at this point. And that's something I feel like we've been searching for a minute. You know, like we've had multiple podcasts talking about that. Like, bro, we don't know where we're going, you know, at this point. So I felt good about having that little bit of closure going into, you know, this final trilogy of movies.
And it doesn't even have to be like complicated answers. And I feel like sometimes everyone wants to look for complicated answers. Something as simple as this is a good answer, because we're still getting everything we want.
Exactly.
We still got the motivation from both sides. And even though the master died, he went out in a crazy way, blowing up himself and his family, knowing that,
crazy,
yo, this guy has to be stopped. Like, he's gonna come for us. There's not gonna be any more of us, and we gotta devise some type of plan. And like you said, the will of humans is gonna be the thing that lives on for eternity. And Musen's like, nah, bro, I am.
Yeah. And it's like that overconfidence is what got him blown up. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like he said, he's done this for years, for millennia, you know? So he feels like he knows the extent of, you know, human capabilities, but now you got this X factor in Nezuko, and then Tanjiro, who reminds him of somebody that almost killed him before. You have those two X factors in. Like, I was like, okay, if I become a Daywalker, then I'm good. But he still can't find Nezuko, you know. So it's like there's a lot that, you know, has led up to this moment, and I just think like this was like the perfect way to send everything off.
Yeah, a person who has
a finale.
A person who has a few years to live, giving it all, passing on everything he knows, and a dude that's been around for so long. And like you said, he did look a little arrogant. Like he walked into it knowing, you know, maybe he has something planned for me, but we gonna get this done. And still, even when he got trapped, bro, this man was like, I'm gonna figure it out. But
I'll absorb
it.
He
had the trump card. Yeah, I'll absorb it. Yeah. So we'll
smug,
see
bro. He was so smug, just prancing around, bro. I was just like, yo, you need to go. Like, and that's how I really feeling. But it also surprised me, like, it was like perfect storytelling, bro, because I was sitting there wondering, like, yo, after all this time, he's really letting him get his like 5 cents off, you know, like if I'm just going there and do what I gotta do and get up out of there. We move on to the next. But like he literally was there to hear him out because he felt pity for him, I guess, which is weird. But like that, like you said, like that ended up backfiring on him, because I was like, in the middle of this, I'm like, bro, he was letting him go. I'm like, what if he just like waiting?
He asked for another sentence. I was like, yo,
I was like, yo, you're pushing it, bro. You're pushing it, bro. And you know, we never get to see like initially what triggers all the Hashira to pull up to the compound or whatever, or to the mansion or the castle, whatever you want to call it. But once he, like, that conversation started to run long, because that conversation took up a good majority of the episode, bro. Like a lot of it.
Half of it.
Yeah. So I was just like, yo, he has to be stalling. Like, this has to be a thing. But I'm like, yo, how did you know that he was pulling up too at the same time?
Yeah.
You know? And it's
Literally,
just like
literally his power, just his
intuition.
family.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Was it Keke Genkai?
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to call it that, bruh. But, I think it folded up really nice. Just because it also lended to the Stone Hashir storyline, because he has like he's the first one, I think,
Seems like it.
that was really like in the trenches with him.
Mm.
Um, so have that being the last Hashira arc essentially, or training arc essentially, into leading into this finale, and him being the first one to pull up. I was like, oh, like this is dope, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know really what I was expecting out of them, just because we ain't really seen him fight before either. But I was not expecting a freaking axe and a spike ball, bro.
Yeah.
Like, not to say that's redundant, because of the ninja dude, but I was just like, yo, nah, this is power right here. Like, this is why they call him the strongest Ashira, bro. And I was rocking with that. But speaking of Ashira, man, let's talk a little bit about the rest of them and how this season went. So first off, who's your favorite Hashira right now? You had to pick, bro.
That's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know names is gonna be tough, so just like their element, I guess you could pick. Because I don't know all their names.
Is it Guy?
Oh,
Giyu?
Giyu, yeah, Giyu.
Giyu's really cool, but it's just like too familiar. You know what
He
I
got the
mean?
most
Like,
drip.
yeah, but all his moves, it's like I've seen Tanjiro do some of it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so he probably would be my favorite, even his demeanor,
Mm-hmm.
even the way he like goes along with Tanjiro sometimes with them funny face things.
Yeah.
He's probably is currently my favorite one. But I really like the Win Hashira, man.
Yeah.
I just think
That's my
he's
guy.
just so hard.
Yeah.
Like,
That's my
so
favorite.
those are my twos.
Okay. Okay. And Tanjiro's not technically a Hashira, but he got the hilt,
Yeah, no.
bro. He got the hilt.
Nah.
So he got the
Nah.
sauce, and he's the only one that has a mark that's like showing at all times too.
Yeah.
So like, I'm excited to start to see when all of their marks going to start manifesting, because we've seen what, 2 so far.
Yep, 2.
From the rest of them. So it's gonna be interesting seeing how those the rest of the Hashira pull up. But I guess I don't want to just run down the line, but like, as far as like a training arc, do you feel like they did the job? Like, did it do it for you, or do you feel like it was kind of like samey?
I think it's perfect.
Okay.
Deep down, when I think about it, this is the kind of training I want. It showed the hero is stronger than some of the others. Some his friends aren't on his level, but they were training just as hard. They weren't giving up. Zenitsu, even to the point, he was bleeding. Like, no, I gotta figure this out. Like, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna figure it out. And even at the end of this episode, we see this man stone cold killer.
He tapped it.
Yo, it tapped in. Yo,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what, because we left him in a spot that he's not Tanjiro, pretty much. So
He left
now,
him on a low. We left him on a low.
Yeah, so now this man might be ready. He might be ready.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, yeah, not all these episodes this season are like bangers, like previous Demon Slayer episodes. Sometimes like episode 3, 4, like we in it, like crazy stuff is happening. But this is how a training arc should be. I actually feel like our hero got stronger. We kind of see the power levels of them, and we saw him actually train with each Hashira, at least learn something tangible, like something small. Because I don't want the main character just randomly going in, about to fight pretty much the big bad and the two upper dudes, three upper dudes technically, and then be able to like defeat the second best demon, and somehow you're just gonna defeat the main guy too. Like,
Yeah.
There's got to be levels to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So at least with the training arc, I can buy that he's gonna be able to defeat the second level demon. So I really like it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm caping for it. What'd you think about the training arc?
Top two season, bro. This is the top 2 season.
Oh wow,
for me.
Credit.
I love training arcs, bro. Like, I will sit there and watch just a training arc montage on YouTube, and like right before I'm about to go lift or do whatever.
Okay, Goku.
And, nah, it's not even like that, bro. But it's just it's just my favorite part of stories because, like you said, like we get to see them become stronger, but also like build the discipline that justifies them being able to perform like all these crazy stunts and things like that. And I also like it because even like some of the Hashira we didn't spend a whole lot of time with between episodes, but that's just because we already know them from prior seasons and things like that. And it's like, it's not even that they can't really teach us anything, but our time is better well spent elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So like the characters that we knew the least about, we spent the most time with. And exactly. I really like that, bro, because when it comes down to it, regardless of how they're going to split things up, regardless of how like, the first movie is going to start and end, we now have relationships with not only the Hashira, but also the underlings and the other demon slayers corpse that we can recognize, to where it's like, okay, like you're not just some random fodder. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like one of my biggest pet peeves about Demon Slayer early on, was that if you didn't have no drip on, you were not meant to be here. Like, you're just going to get bodied, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You should have been passed the exam.
Exactly. Like, and I couldn't understand, like they were just throwing like stones at the wall to see what stick, or that's not the saying, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So now that we have that, I feel more confident that, everybody got split up, and we're going to get to see like, what they're really made of, because they spent the time training with Tanjiro, and
they know their role.
Yeah, and hopefully we see them be able to do something helpful, at least. They don't gotta kill an upper rank demon, but like,
exactly,
maybe you just block enough because you learned like that this specific defense from the Miss Hashira, or you're strong enough to hold up this door because you stood under the waterfall for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that this is like a top 2 arc for me, between this one and the Entertainment District, just because that joint was just flash, bro. Like, it don't fire. And then even with Zenitsu, I heard a crazy rumor, bro. This is just a rumor. I can't back any of this up. So essentially,
spoiler. No.
Essentially, the reason why Zenitsu is like changed at this point is because it has something to do with his original master who got bodied, right? Or he get bodied? I don't remember. But he was training with somebody else, right? Because right at this point, there's only one thunder or lightning breather.
Sure.
And apparently, like, either the person that essentially let the demon in when the stone Hashira was sleeping in the temple is either Zenitsu's master or somebody that trained with him initially.
Whoa, what the heck?
Which is why he had like why he had the little why they had the little necklace thing. Mm-hmm. And then we only get to see in the flashback or whatever, we only get to see portion of their face when they were talking to Zenitsu. So that might be something we get to explore, but that's why he had to tap in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo,
like a little redemption.
Yeah, like because he's never confident, but it's like when he needs to be, he can do whatever he has to do, you know, because it doesn't come naturally for him like it does for Tanjiro, you know. So I think it's deeper than just Tanjiro being great, because that we could see that all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little random TikTok that I saw. You know what I'm saying? That could be cap, but it sounded good, you know. So I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit. Let's see. What else? Oh, another reason why I like this training arc is because up until this point, really, since like the first season, Tanjiro has only been able to really get stronger based on experience. Like, yes, he's had little mini training arcs here and there with Hashira, but this was the first time we got to see him level, like be at the level we think he is, of like, yo, he might be Hashira level, you know, in comparison to everybody else. So it's like it gives us a good balance or metric to say like, oh yeah, like, nah, this is the MC for sure. Like, if we was ever doubting, there's no reason to doubt now. You know what I'm saying? And then declaration of war, bro. That last scene of everybody dropping into the little demon world or whatever, the demon hotel.
Infinity Castle.
Infinity Castle. Thank you.
That's a crazy.
That's a tough name.
Tough name. Amazing writing. Oh
man. See, I didn't read, but because I didn't know what it was called. But seeing that and having a moment of, you know, Tanjiro being like, yo, I'm gonna get you, bro. Like, he gave him that Cell talk when Goku was like, oh yeah, Cell, you're gonna die. He did that, bro. And I was like, oh, it's lit. This is the moment. And then Muzan was like, yo, show me what's good, show me. Still
even said his name
up. Yeah, gave his whole name, bro.
Yeah.
And was all barred up at that point. And we even talk about the Doctor Demon. That was still stuck to him. But I think her little what's her name from Game of Thrones? Arya Stark moment was cool.
Oh, okay.
Because how she pulled up.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, she pulled up sneaky. You know, because I was wondering where she was at. But yeah, that last moment was like, oh, this is the best thing I ever seen, bro. Like, that's how it had me feeling. So like,
yeah, for sure, the last scene of this arc, it's a really special moment. Mm-hmm. I'm really glad I saw it live because it reminds me so much of like when I'm playing a video game and I realize like, oh my god, this is one of the best video games ever.
Yeah.
And then it ends, and you know, oh my god, the sequel to this, is gonna be massive. It's gonna be great. I can't believe I just played a 10 out of 10 game. Yeah. And the way this ends, and you see every character just dropping into the Infinity Castle. Yeah. Like, deep down, you get hyped for each and every Hashira, Tanjiro saying pretty much, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't escaping.
Bane's popping, bro.
And like, him saying, oh, we'll see about that, Tanjiro, as he's falling like away, and it's like, yo, they're about to start the last level of the last boss. Like, this is about to go so crazy, and it just goes to black.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like that is just such good storytelling, and I just sat there and just really appreciate, like, yo,
no Nezuko.
When they revealed that they were movies, no Nezuko, we don't know nothing about that. All I know was, yo, I gotta see it.
To that movie, yep.
I had a question for you after that scene too.
Yeah.
Would you pick up the manga right now? Would you just do it?
No.
You can't do it?
No. I'm
itching.
That, bro.
I'm itching, bro.
I'm not reading that,
I need it.
Because reason why I say that, I watch a YouTube video before I watch or read a manga. Just because it's like, I feel like with the YouTube videos, there's more nuance to it, and they'll use like I don't know, like I don't know. The manga for me is just like you have to use so much imagination at the same time that I'm like I'd rather just watch the what you call like I would love to have these answers, you know,
I'm fiending.
but it's
I'm
like
fiending.
I'd rather wait, bro.
Like deep down, I want to wait because the animation, the explosion,
Yeah.
the realistic mixed with anime, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, getting his head blown to smithereens, bro, by that freaking spike ball.
And like I'm really thinking about like I might read the manga of something else to see how I feel about
Manga.
uh like you're saying, using your imagination.
Yeah.
Because knowing that these are movies,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to have the same feeling I just had.
Yeah.
Like
Not
if I go to
knowing.
the movies, yeah, knowing, I feel like I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I just can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. But I want to have that feeling of always talking to the
Like
master.
I don't know
Boom,
what's gonna happen.
explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's gonna happen, bro.
But I'm itching for it, man. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I'm itching. If
Okay.
it appears at the bookstore, it's just fate. It's just
Where
gonna
you
get
going
bought
to the bookstore, bro?
all the time. I'll be reading. Man.
Okay. Okay. I ain't gonna. You know. If you read, you read. You know what I'm saying? I read too. But I was just reading like I can't. I don't know. I can't really
Novels.
read fiction, bro. I gotta learn something. That's how I be
Yeah,
feeling. I gotta learn something. But not that you can't learn anything from fiction, but yeah. I just fall asleep. All right. So ranking 10 out of 10. This got to be 10 out of 10, right?
Man. I'll give it a 9.
Oh,
I'm giving it a 9.
Why?
I'm giving it a 9.
Why? What happened? Who hurt you, bro?
It's just some of the episodes that they are just so slow. They're just
Okay.
we just training, we just we vibing, y'all. Yep. What is it?
Making rice balls.
We're just not as strong as you. Oh, good, y'all. Good job. Keep it up. I got you. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like as much as I love what it did, set up everything. It's the perfect setup arc.
Yeah.
It's just for me, like it just needs a little bit more sauce there. It just maybe if they would have shown me the Win Hashira versus Giyu fight,
like more of it.
Yeah,
because they was fighting. We saw them fight.
Yeah, we saw a little fight, but like an actual full on. We know they're not gonna kill each other, but like really see their forms, really see them go toe to toe, knowing they're not gonna kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would have liked it a little bit more, but I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm as much as hyped I am about that last episode because that was
peak, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. How you feeling out of 10?
10, bro. 10. Like it's top 2, bro. It's top 2 arcs for me. I really think like we got just enough of everything to where it really feels like an arc, like a training arc, because like not everything in training is gonna be super exciting. It's really just about building the discipline and finding purpose in the mundane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was a bar. I stole that from somebody.
I've heard something like that. I'm not sure if I can think of who should claim
somebody
it.
said that before.
You can take it, bro.
But like I could watch that joint over and over and over again. Like, and once the little mixes will pop up, I'm gonna watch those too. But I just think it was cool because like we really got to see him learn different things from different people, even though like he's way more advanced than he really should be. And I still don't understand why they just ain't making him a Hashira yet. Like, what do he have to do to become a Hashira at this point, bruh? He done killed more upper rank demons than everybody there.
Hey, no lie.
You know,
you ain't telling no lie right there.
He got the resume, and I was a Tanjiro hater, bruh. I was a tiny little hater because one
They
thing they
eased
stopped
back on the
doing,
stuff you hated though.
they did.
This yeah.
They did, because that was frying me, bro. Like, stop crying at these youngins
Yeah.
that are mass murderers. Like,
I can save you.
bruh, no, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need him to get some fire in his belly, bruh, like he got now. So I just think it was perfectly executed, man. And even though we didn't really get much of Nezuko, like we got her talking and doing little funny things like that, I was just like, bruh, I'm cool, bruh. You know, like you'll pop up when we need you most. You know, and I don't know if she's gonna learn anything to help, like outside of like what she could really learn other than communicating better. But yeah, that jump was fired, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't ask for anything more other than the movies right now. Like that's just
the movies.
That's just where I'm at.
The three-peat, the saga.
Hopefully. Nah, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just waiting for him to come out, bro. Wait for him to come out. But let us know what y'all thought of Demon Slayer in the comment section. Where y'all are at as far as like, you know, what y'all think is gonna happen in these movies and stuff like that. Give us your theories, you know?
Yeah, those who read ahead, don't you dare.
Yeah, don't spoil though. Don't go crazy. You know, like even if you're right, write it in a way that makes me think I'm like, oh, that'd be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, on page 720, this happened and that happened. Don't do that. Don't do that. But leave a comment. We might respond to it here on the pod. We got 5 more episodes in season 3. And yeah, got some good stuff on the way. So Chris, what you geeked about, bro?
Ooh. You know what? We're starting to come on around where we're gonna have to start something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I kind of already highlighted I'm pretty geeked about watching Hamilton again. I haven't seen it for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Maybe whenever it drops, maybe 5 years.
I've never seen it.
Dang.
I'm not a musical guy, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I got you then. Yeah. I'm pretty hyped to watch that. And Mad Max. I've watched the first one.
Okay.
I enjoyed it quite a lot. I thought it was actually one of the best movies I've seen.
Like the OG Mad Maxes, right?
No, Mad Max Fury Road.
Fury Road. Okay.
So I'm looking forward to see this Furiosa. I don't know much about it. I did see your review, so I'm interested to see that portion. And the last movie
that did drop.
That did drop.
I did drop the blog post.
Yeah.
Still editing right now, but video dropping Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hey, perfect timing. Timing. We didn't plan that. And the last thing is Napoleon. I've been waiting to watch this movie for quite a while. Yeah. I just had to wait for
Joaquin.
Perfect time. It's on Apple TV. I got that. Got the new TV. Got the new stereo system booming. I'm really hoping this is a good movie. I've heard mixed things. I've heard people really like it. I've heard people did not like it.
I heard it's freaked out.
For real. I didn't hear that yet, but G told it, so it's gotta be true. Yeah, I'm just Napoleon's definitely one of my favorite historical figures, so I hope it's good, and they got one of the best actors in it. So, hopefully it's good. What you geeked about, G?
Couple things. So first things first. Star Wars Acolyte, bro. Star Wars Episode 5 hit every single time. Every single time, bro. Like, I haven't seen something like that in a long time. Did you watch the episode yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. That helmet badge the lightsaber trick is like different. Like, even though it didn't break the lightsabers per se, the fact that he could fight all the youngins and jam it,
yeah, like
enough. yeah, it was enough for me to be like, oh no, he different, bro. And I'ma just put this out there, bro. I know DC is not in the best place right now, but we might have a new Flash, bro. We might have a new Flash. I'ma just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say they twins or anything, but he could he could recast if he wanted to, if they wanted him to, you know. I will say that I called it. I called who the Sith was gonna be. I was like, oh, it's him. I knew it. I knew it. I ain't gonna say too much, just in case you didn't watch the episode, but that jump was a brawl. It was everything I wanted as far as like tone. I feel like the whole twin sister thing is really working itself out now, because I really thought that it was like, yo, they showed us this way too early, but if they didn't show us this then, things wouldn't be able to work out how they are working out now. So things are gonna get very, very interesting in the coming future. And RIP to all them youngins, bro.
Yeah.
Cause they just left them there. That was sick. Like, that was very not Jedi like to me. And I really think it's just cause like this is a different type of Jedi, bro. And we're used to the generals, the warriors. These are cops. These are feds, bro. And I'm enjoying the show, bro. I'm enjoying the show. Next up, it'll probably have to be The Bear. I haven't started it yet, but I think all the episodes are out for this new season.
Ooh.
I think that's how they released them.
Okay, Hulu.
So that's gonna be dope when I finally start watching that. I finished King and Ashura, but it's not over yet. So it was 3 seasons that I watched. It's just like one huge tournament. It's like Baki, if Baki was like Unchained, bruh, and had worse animation. Like Baki is like, I feel like more what's the best way to describe it? I feel like Baki is more like, I don't want to say fundamental, but like more like for the love of the game. You know? Like they're fighting because they like to fight. Versus like these youngins that are fighting in King and Ashura love to fight and want to become the strongest. But there's a different angle to it where it's like corporate backed instead of it just being an underground arena type thing. It's just like that the corporate side is getting a lot more interesting than it was before, because it was like something dope happened. So I don't know when the new season for that is going to come out, but the reason why I started watching it was because Baki came out with a crossover, which is not canon. I don't think it's canon, because the King and Ashura didn't finish yet, and it'll be weird for them to just randomly pull up to Baki and everybody to just have a random exhibition. But sound like it's going to be more. You know what I'm saying? I think it was cool. Nothing super crazy happened. It was just fun seeing the crossover effect of all these different characters that I just learned about, and then other characters that I know a lot more about. So that was dope. And then I haven't watched House of the Dragon yet, which is very strange. Usually I have watched it by now, but I'm gonna watch that along with and then My Hair is going crazy too. My Hair is going stupid. Shoto is that guy. Last thing. It's a combo. NBA free agency, Chris. Let's quickly talk about the NBA real quick, bro. Do you want to start with free agency or Bronny first? I feel like Bronny's a quick take.
Yeah, you can go Bronny.
All right. Me personally, bro, I think Bronny was in a lose-lose-win situation where no matter if he stayed or if he left college to go play in the NBA, it was going to be looked at as a bad decision amongst the media and everybody that is paying attention to it. So it's better off for him to just, get drafted now than to wait another year and then possibly something else might happen and your stock is even more lower. Now you might not get drafted. I've told you this before. Like the basketball's all about potential, and even though his stats don't really line up for where he got drafted at, um, for the Lakers to draft him, I feel like if anything that hurts the Lakers more than any other team, and it just sucks that like, uh, you know, quote unquote, that could have been somebody else's spot. But second round picks aren't really guaranteed anyway. You know what I'm saying? They might get waived before summer league's over, even though it's not gonna happen to Bronny. But it's just like now that he got his foot in the door, it's more so now it's just about the work. Now I don't really care as much. I just want to know like if somebody was gonna be as crazy enough to take him in the first round. That's really like when we had our little draft party stream. That's really what the convo was really about. So how after seeing Bronny getting drafted, how are you feeling right now, bro?
I mean, I'm not gonna switch up now. I said Bronny shouldn't go drafted at all. I
Yeah.
didn't think he was gonna get drafted. And to be honest, if his name wasn't Bronny James, he wouldn't have gone drafted.
Mm-hmm.
I think my only problem now is I have no problem with the Lakers picking him.
Yeah.
If they picked him at 17, if they picked him at 55, I would not have had a problem. The problem I had was when I was watching the second round,
Mm-hmm.
the Golden State Warriors ex-GM revealed that other teams were calling to see if they could draft Bronny,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pretty much a threat or implied. If don't draft him because if you draft him, he's going to Australia.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And it kind of just lessens it for me because Bronny spoke, in my opinion, his truth. Like, I don't think GMs would actually just draft me because they think they're gonna get my dad. Or I think they'll draft me because they see something, they see potential. They want me as a player.
I think he believed that. Yeah.
Yeah, he believes that.
Mm-hmm.
It really cheapens that feeling when your agent goes ahead and forces it. Like, don't pick him, don't draft him. Because there was plenty of picks after a while where it started getting no.
Yeah.
I'm picking Bronny over this dude. And they even had a hypothetical Boston Celtics picked right before the Lakers.
Yeah.
Why not? They literally have everything.
Yeah.
They literally have everything. And but it's that just little agent, the biggest agent, LeBron James also.
Yeah.
Do not pick my son. He's gonna go to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw the video of Bronny being drafted, deep down, I didn't have that same feeling that I normally feel like, oh, he's about to be great, or oh wow, the Lakers actually picked him. It was just like this was all orchestrated.
Yeah, it's like, all right, go on to the next. That could happen.
Yeah, and there's plenty of times like, yo, Caleb Williams is actually a Bear. Like there's feelings of like, where will this player go? Yeah. And I kind of feel like that was just robbed from Bronny. But it doesn't matter because I know a lot of agents feel the same way. Like, we're going to get my player to the best location.
Yeah.
It just really felt like, he could have gone to other teams at the 45s, the 50 spot. He could have gone to, and it would have felt more natural, and I would have felt even better. But
yeah,
he's playing with his dad. That's a real good storyline.
Would you have felt different if Rich Paul had never came out and said that? Or
100%.
Allegedly? Yeah, I think that was my main issue because it's like I don't have a really issue with Rich Paul, but it's like because obviously he's good. Yeah, like obviously he's good at his job, right? But it's the way that he goes about it that is like weird to me. Where it's like he'll just like around this time he'll pop up on podcasts and just start talking. And it's just like, all right, we have to take you for your word on everything that you say. You sound like you're saying anything, So it's like, even if that is exactly what he did, I would have rather have found that out later on after the draft.
Because we didn't hear a peep of that until that day.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh man.
And even before.
The Knicks called him up and they were like, really?
Right.
All right, you know what? Don't
Yeah.
even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, because even before when he was on I think he was on Gil's Arena. He was on somewhere else too. But
Yeah, he did Gills.
yeah, but he'll say like how big of it's more about the relationship with the players than anything, and it's like I respect that, right? But um, it's like it felt like at least with Bronny, it felt like you hurt him more than you helped him from the outside perspective. Like, yes, you got him in the best position now. Like whatever, like everything that you did worked to where y'all got him where y'all wanted him.
Exactly.
But it's like, what example does that set for
because he
these
wanted to
agents
make
that
his
we
own
don't
name.
know? Yeah, but I'm
True.
talking more so like the agents that we don't know.
Mm.
Of like, yo, obviously they don't have the same pool as a Rich Paul or a LeBron James, but it's just like these drafts has already been mad iffy for the longest time. So it's just like, if you're going to start threatening youngins that they're going to go to Australia, even if you do, because at the end of the day, you get drafted, but you still got to sign.
Yep.
Right? Like after that. So it's just like, so you don't essentially want to embarrass the teams at this point. You know, it's like, oh, you thought you could get Bronny? Yeah, nah, brother. We're good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're good. So now it's just like me looking at everybody suspect now. So
yeah, and I think at the Lakers he may have a shot to actually get on the court, NBA level practices. He might actually not be in the G League like I thought he'd have to go to. But it is a solid landing spot, and it's going to be amazing to see LeBron James throw a lob up to his son. I'm not gonna lie. I think that will make me feel way better than seeing him actually get drafted. And I was like,
yeah,
that wasn't the feeling I was looking for. But
like this is probably the worst it's going to feel.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the worst right now. But once he starts playing, I'm gonna forget about it. Everyone's gonna forget about it, and hopefully he has a good career.
Yeah. All right, free agency, bro.
Oh. The 76ers are stacked. That's my take.
I was literally going to say the same thing.
I
think the 76ers is top 2 right now. I think, yes, the Knicks
not
got
two,
better.
They won.
Well, yeah, I hope so. Just forget Boston, bro. The whole league is different now, bro. Klay Thompson is going to Dallas. DeMar DeRozan's about to be on the Lakers. Like, Chris Paul is on the Spurs. Perfect spot for Wemby. Like we're saying, Paul George. Who else was it? Paul George, DeAndre Jordan. Drummond. DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Drummond. Or Andre Drummond.
Andre,
Drummond.
yeah.
Yeah, Andre Drummond. That's my own. Right, I'm tripping. And what's his name? Shooter.
DeJounte.
Oh yeah, DeJounte gone. Yeah, DeJounte to the Pelicans. Eric Gordon on Philly, and they got they just re-signed Tyrese Maxey, and they got Jared McCain in the draft. Like, they are gonna be tough, bro.
You're pretty loaded.
They're gonna be tough. We got Jonas Valanciunas. We're gonna be buns, but our team is gonna learn a lot. Big Zenkai boost coming, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And I think KCP went to Orlando. So
yep, for like 60 mil, like 67 mil. It's a good contract.
Yeah.
Big money.
So James Harden re-signed
with the Clippers.
I think that's it. I think that's all.
I think you actually hit them all. You did much better than because I think Brandon Ingram was rumored to be traded, but he hasn't been traded yet.
Yeah, they ain't get rid of him yet.
And I think that was trying to go to the Kings. But the Wiz kids probably going to try to move Kyle Kuzma, or they're going to start the season off with him again and see what teams are like looking for another boost.
Mm-hmm. So, Kelly Oubre re-signed with Philly too. So it's looking very beastly on each side. I feel like the force has been balanced again between the East and the West. And it's like a super exciting like NBA again because you got these young teams that are really good or have really good pieces. We're gonna have to see what they can do with it, but also like you have these more veteran teams that have just made like pretty good moves. You know what I'm saying? Outside of like Miami still ain't really getting nothing done yet. Bucks ain't getting no better. You know, Phoenix ain't getting no better. Like it's gonna get
teams
spooky,
that
bro.
run it back.
It's gonna get spooky, man. Ja is gonna be finally back to being Ja, like a full season of being Ja. So, you know, I'm super excited to see what they got, man. And then football's gonna be back even faster, bro.
Like, man, they got 3 weeks and then football's done. Took over everything.
Yeah, I mean the Olympics
took over
too.
everything.
Olympics
true.
Too. So like,
Olympics is always fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so we're gonna get to see them whoop up on people.
Basketball.
Yeah, because of Noah. What's his name? Noah.
I was gonna ask you, is Cooper Flag on that squad?
He's on the FIBA team. He's on the FIBA team.
Oh, okay. I was so confused on what that selection means.
Yeah, the FIBA team is the one that plays like every summer, I think.
Okay.
Or every other summer or whatever it is. Like it's not the Olympics, but
yeah,
it's the FIBA team. That's where all the young players are at.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like I think that's how you get selected initially, like or you get called up to start playing for the big team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking at that too. I was like, there's no spots for him.
Yeah, I was really, really confused. I was Googling a little bit and I was like, I don't think I'm typing in the right stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I just gave up. I was like, I'm gonna watch a game. If he's not on the squad, then I got my answer.
Right. So that should be dope though. Olympus is coming. Only time. No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, bro.
I
ain't gonna do it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the pod. You got anything left to say, bro, before we get up out of here?
Shout out to the Wizards GM. Finally feel like our squad is turning around for the future. And unfortunately, basketball is one of those sports where it takes a much longer time to get it together and get it rolling. But I think we're really building a squad that it's gonna be fun to be a Wizards fan again. And we haven't had that for
long time.
8+ years. I mean, it's been a long time. So it finally feels like we're moving the right direction. And shout out to the 2025 draft class. I can't wait for that live stream.
What?
When we stream it again?
Oh, next year. Next year.
Yeah.
Next year. He said 20. I was like, who are we talking about right now? I don't remember that. Okay. Yeah. All right, bet. That's a bet. Yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you hit the like button, hit that hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If y'all want to see more content like this, and we'll see y'all next week. Stay geeked. Peace.
Later, y'all.